Hello everyone. Today I will learn the decorator in Python. Decorator was a very useful feature in Python. It's used for resolve many problems such um, um, it's used for the first step we can see we use it to resolve which problem. Assuming we work in a scenario like that, uh, our function was right finished and we want to add some feature on those function such as we want to statistics how the function run times and other features such as uh, some function maybe have error, we want to retry it, and if we write the code on directly, we maybe will uh, need write too many code on or origin code and makes the code struct redundant. So here we can use a decorator, and the decorator was a type of uh, syntactic sugar, and it's use it to help us to implement the feature. So here was a example we should learn it step by step and discover how it's wrong. And the first step, we all know that if we have a function, we add the director like decorator like this, and how 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 the function how the code will run. We will not have a clear idea. So I add a test to here. The first we define this function, and this function only have one line, have three line. It's used for print some information and return info. And I add a decorator on it, and the decorator, the feature was simple. It's only print which args he accepted and namely args, and we print it and then we can run it here. The basic here. Okay, let's run it. Python 3 basic 2. Okay, in the first step uh we print the args. We can look here. The output args. Uh, the first was which was we called which function, and it will the parameter will in here, and we accepted it, and then if we don't return a executable function from here, it will occur error, and the director want to run the result from this decorator, but we didn't return it, and here we can um, undo this annotation, and we run it. Here we can see here the decorator need to return a function, and then the decorator will run it. And here we uh And here we have a problem. It's this is a simple decorator, and if we add the pointer to here, and how the decorator run, and here we can see the first argument from the of function address change to the way we give it, and in this feature we lose the uh, function info. So how can we get it? That is the next we will to learn. Okay, I recorded this code. And the second step, uh, the function we don't change it, and we expand the decorator, and we from the for first test, we get the conclusion it was the decorator need to uh, return a function. So here we define a function. It's named wrapper, and the in wrapper we also print which uh, argument he accepted, and here we return a function, and we define three level to accept the args. Let's we test it and see the Python how to run this function, how to run this decorator. Okay. The first step we can say is the first level, the decorator will accept the argument we give it, and the second and the first level we return a function of the wrapper, and in the wrapper function, mm, the they will the decorator will give the prompter is a function is a function, and in the third level we define a function. We define a function, and accept the function args and function keyword args, and we print it, and continue. We can see the output in here. The output was the argument we call the function. So here we was clarify the um uh decorator how to uh, send the parameter. It was the first level was used for to send the pointer of we give the decorator, and the second level it will send the info of which function call it, and the third level it will send the pointer we give the function which argument, and finally we can run the function in here. We use the argument wrapper args 0. You just this, and we give the prompter as this, and we can run this function, and here was a three level of decorator. And here we can consider question. It was the Python. If we give the argument, um, the decorator will call code result three times the first level, he will um, get a wrapper, and before this step, it will uh, send the decorator args, and the second level he will give the function info, and the last level it will give the function info. That's what was three level of decorator. And in sometimes our decorator may be complex, and if we write those code into a function, it maybe will make the function too huge and not easy to read. So in this that situation, we should write the decorator as a class here. Uh, okay, the first we look this. Uh, it's a decorator class. It have the init and the core. Uh, those two built-in function. We all know init is for to instantiate the class, and the call function was used for when we call any function from this class, it will through here, through this function to call the text function. So we must to define those these two decorator, and in the decorator class, and we test it which step every step the decorator will have uh, which motion, and in the init function, we print the args, and in the call function, we also print the call args, and the wrapper arguments. And we define a sample class uh, is a person. He has two uh, um, property. It was name and age, and we define a function. It was wrong, uh, and there we will print the name and age, and the uh, input and the function execute arguments here, and we run it. Let's run it. Here we can see the first step in it will int the decorator, and when we int the decorator, it will give the decorator two args. The first is uh, the class instance address. That is initial instantial instantiated class, and then it will give the um, decorator of the decorator prompter, and then we'll go to the wrapper. We'll go to the wrapper function. We'll go to the wrapper. Um, okay, here. The second, it will go to the call function. In there, we execute the wrong function at here and give the parameter of 8, and we can see it will throw the call function because every we call function um, behavior will throw here, and the first uh, through the call function we get the function address in here, and then we will get the wrapper function at here. In the call function, the first level, first layers, and the first leaves and first layers, and will we will give the decorator will give the function argument parameter is instance address and the function argument 8 here. It will give them at the wrapper function. So we clarify this stream, and the first when the programmer int will not affect the decorator, and when we run the function which use the decorator, and it will run the decorator, and the first step it will run the decorator int function and give the parameter of the instance address and decorator parameter, and the second level second when we run the and the second is run the function. When we run the function, will through the call function, and in first level, the decorator will give the um mm, for give the function um of the function in for uh function in for in here, and then it will give the next layers of the class info the and the uh, function parameter. There has a is a question is the wrapper the first parameter is repeat the first level here. As maybe we consider why is the decorator need uh, do this behavior. It's because when we call the function call the self function, the it will give the first argument of the self address. So there have two argument if we define a function. mm, we define it like this. Okay, we print line from here. Okay, here we can see the um mm, here we can see result. It's not wrong as our expect because we look here. We finally we want to run this function. We expect here will have this line. Function pointer is what, and we not see it in here. And here was oh okay, we give it oh oh okay uh that's wrong as normal. And the first was same as preview. And the first step was it gives the decorator of the main decorator object. Decorator. Okay. That uh I found some problem from this code, so I expand it to test this problem. That was we can see here if we add the decorator one and the decorator two to a different function of the class attribute, and we can see here the object initialize not at the first step, and it's at here, and we can see the address was simple was simple was same. The address was same. So I have many confused, and I asked for yeah and research how it happened. Here was mm, uh, why the decorate here was I comprehension from the decorator is the Python will create class of person, and this object will is not make the not run the init at first, and it's Python interpreter or uh, go to run to here. It check the class has two decorator, and he will run the decorator first, and in here it will run the decorator one, and the decorator one he will uh, uh, initialize this class at this address, and then they will use this call function and to uh, recover the recover the function in the person uh, instance, and then the interpreter discover the decorator 2, and then he will do this action again, and when the interpreter the two step was finished, and then it will run the init function in here, and then the we will run the we can run the function. So the decorator was not generate on the run step. It generates before init step. Okay. Here was another example is it can also used for the function. Um, but in the function, the when we call the function, it will not have the first argument of this. This is self address. Okay. And then we'll look at this, and this is decorator for the for the class initial. Uh, there was we define a decorator, and the decorator was um, as we tested on the preview. Uh, we test the three layers of decorator, and we also copy it to here, and we can run it. Uh, Here we can see it was also run the decorator at first, and the first level of decorator, it will accept the um which parameter we give the decorator, and the second it will call the uh inner function at the first layer we returned, call it again, and in this time they give the class address to here, and then it it was a function call. In function call class function call stage, it will give the it will um, give this function parameter of which value we use for initialize a person. We how to run the init function. Uh, okay. The last we will discover the um, ROPS ROPS decorator. Okay, here we at first we annotation entities this line we can test it. At first we should look the code, and this code is origin function. This is a simple feature. It's used to add two value, and we give the function document as this. This doc is for origin function, and there was a decorator, and the decorator we gives a document of this doc is for meta creator, and then we give the doc we give the document about the wrapper is this doc is for wrapper, and then we print the function name. As we expect, see here will print the original function, and the doc will print it was a origin function doc. So let's rerun it. Here we can see the result was the first step. The first he print the function name was wrapper. Oh, it will us feel confused. And the second, he print the document was for wrapper. Uh, so there has some question, such as will our function or give others interface has those decorator, and there are people want to get the document or class or function name. They will get the error class name. Here we such as we use the function tools of wrappers, and we test it. Here was here was show the correct result. Okay, and today's learning over here, and see you.